Start the 80s, start the 80s, start the 80s, start the 80s, guys, 80s and 90s, video world. Start the 80s, guys, 80s and 90s, video world. Episode 1, the In-TY-ro-duction party. Hey everybody, I'm the one, the only Tie to 80s guy, and welcome to the series premiere of Tie to 80s Guys 80s and 90s Video World. And yep, that's a mouthful. I'm your host, and the many awesome things from the 80s and 90s are the stars. I'm 33, single, and living here in the often peaceful little town of Granite Falls, North Carolina. This little brick house isn't just my home, it's also called Tie to 80s Guys Great 80s and 90s Museum, and here we have hundreds of artifacts from those two awesome decades. As you can see, we have a big party going on right now to celebrate the first episode, and the purpose of this party is to tell you what to expect in this series. That's why this is called an In-TY-ro-duction party. I've got my bright green party shirt on, and I'm about to dive into all kinds of awesome foods, drinks, and snacks from the 80s and 90s. And back there's my kitchen and a very special fridge. You've heard of the Magic Chef, right? Well, this is different. This is called a Magic Dock, and it was made by the one, the only Dr. Emmett Brown, and he took Marty McFly back to the past and back to the future in that awesome DeLorean time machine. Well, he wasn't done inventing things, as he wanted to bring a lot of the stuff that he had seen to the present. So he created a Magic Dock fridge, and other than this one he has, I'm the only other person who has one. So all you have to do is open up the door and type whatever decade you want, whether it be 80s or 90s, and then hit enter, and when you do, all that awesome food and drinks is going to appear in there with its original packaging. Yes, the original packaging. So you could have Pop Rocks and Nerds and Wacky Wafers, Hostess Snowballs. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, you could have Pizza Hut, Papa John's, and one of my favorites of all time, Giovanni's Pizza. And we used to have one down Main Street, and unfortunately it's been gone for years. They moved to Valdez. But man, some of the best pizza ever. And that cherry soda they had, oh wow. I mean, it's just great stuff. So if you want any of that, just go in the kitchen and help yourself. This is going to be an awesome party. And that's not all we got going on here. I mean, you can play the Atari 2600. We can watch classic cartoons like DuckTales and Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, and watch Full House, and you know, whatever you want to do, we've got it here. I mean, we have so much here. I wouldn't say we got everything here, but there's just so much that I have accumulated over the years. So have a great time and make yourself at home. Oh, sorry you're having a hard time working the Magic Dock. Well, all you have to do is open the door and type in either 1980s or 1990s, mash enter, and then close the door. When you open it up again, all that food, drinks, and snacks will appear inside. So, sorry about the confusion. We're going to have a blast tonight, and I am going to be telling you all about what to expect. Well, I can't reveal everything because there's many surprises coming. So, we're going to talk about my favorite memories from the 80s and 90s, and we're going to talk about my favorite songs, especially a lot of the 80s, because I'm tired of 80s guy, and that is my favorite decade ever. So, with all that being said, you know, have fun, get lots of food, watch lots of TV shows, and whatever you want to do. Listen to me talk while you're doing it, because I'm going to tell you a lot about what to expect, and you are going to want to pay attention. I wanted to tell you the slogan for Doc Brown's Magic Doc. Great Scott, it's a magic doc. That's definitely something he would say. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? I went to the fridge and I got out some awesome stuff from the 80s and 90s. So I'm going to show some to you. Here is some classic A&W root beer from 1982. And yep, that is the year that I was born. And the amazing thing is, it's just as fresh as the first day it came out. And here is some chili with no beans, some Hormel chili with no beans from 1985. So we got hamburgers and hot dogs as well if you'd like some of that. I have some family fun size Ripple potato chips, Ruffles from the 80s, 1987. So you can have some of those too. And we also got some Pace pecane sauce from 1995. There's a big bottle here. And I'm going to finish it off with some Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies from 1993. So we got all these kind of foods and a lot more in there. But I'm not going to eat it right now because that would be really rude to eat with my mouth full and talk. So, like I said, go help yourself. I'm going to keep on talking. And this is just going to be an awesome party. I just can't wait because I've got some other surprises and stuff in store. So you'll see as the series goes on what all extra things I plan to do. So there will not be any alcohol or cigarettes or drugs or fighting or crazy stuff going on at any of these parties because I'm not going to allow it. This is a family-friendly environment. My major problem with the internet is just how much violence and nastiness and swearing and all that stuff that's out there. So I want to create a family-friendly place where anybody of any age could go and learn about this stuff. Adults, you can go back in time and think about your favorite memories from back in the 80s and the 90s. And kids, you are the main ones I want to target because you're stuck with some of the worst music and TV shows ever made, and I want you to see all the stuff that you missed out on. And then you can go to your parents and you can drop all these names and really impress them and show them that you are learning some awesome stuff, awesome positive stuff. So this is like Full House and Family Matters when it comes to the kind of content. We're going to be cheesy and goofy and funny, but without being nasty. This is not like South Park. Man, this has been a great party because everybody's having fun tonight. Everybody's having fun tonight at Tired 80s house tonight. Everybody's having lots of fun. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, there's a little bit of Wang Chung for you with my little spin on it. Okay, I won't sing any more of it. I don't want to make Wang Chung fans mad. I don't want them to throw rotten food at me or whatever they want to throw at me. So I don't think I could duck fast enough. And I don't want to have a black eye. I don't want to cause you to have violence on me for my bad singing. So with that being said, we're not done yet. There's still a lot more to come. And I've got a big surprise for you next. And I really think you're going to enjoy it. The great 80s or 90s contest! show my appreciation for all your great support, I'm having a contest. And the prize is, drum roll please, ta-da! A new Level 42 Level Best CD. Even though the CD is new, there is some wear to the case from where I got it in the mail last December. Down here, there is a bigger crack, and next to it is a smaller one. Along the top, the plastic wrapper is coming off, and down there in the corner, the plastic is coming off as well. So if you're a collector and you're worried about the cracks, then you'll need to find a replacement case. So you can take everything out of this one and put it in the replacement. If you win, all you will be receiving in the mail is a bubble envelope with the CD inside, and I hope that's okay. The assignment is to write a total of 5 sentences on how much you enjoyed this episode. For this, I'm becoming Professor Tidy 80s guy, and by very well written, I mean 5 sentences of at least 7 to 10 words with proper spelling and proper grammar. I want to see you all do your best to try to win Level Best. So just go below this video in the comments section and write your 5-sentence total paragraph. At the beginning of the next episode, I will announce the winner. Level 42 is a British jazz, funk, pop rock fusion band that were mainly popular during the 80s. Level 42 was one of the first bands that made me really fall in love with 80s music, and Level Best was one of the very first CDs that I ever got in either 2001 or 2002, but I can't exactly remember which year it was. This is the band's first greatest hits compilation, released in 1989. They had more hits in the UK than they did in the US. Here in the States, they only had 2 big hits, and those were Something About You and Lessons in Love. Level 42 is a very underrated band, so please go listen to their music. And right here on the back of it is a picture of the band, and there's 18 songs on here, with several of them being bonus tracks. So please go listen to their music, and start with the beautiful smash hit Something About You. And it features powerful lead vocals by Mark King, who is the lead vocalist of the band, and a beautiful, beautiful guitar solo towards the end by Mark as well. I mean, that guitar solo will give you chills. It is that good. But let's not forget Mike Lindup's beautiful falsetto during the chorus. And all these pieces together, you know, Mark and Mike and the guitar and the keyboards and the beat and all, just make this one of the best songs ever. So listen to Something About You, listen to Lessons in Love, listen to Children Say, listen to Hot Water, listen to It's Over, listen to Be With You Again, and plenty more. And if you want to dive into 1991's Guaranteed, or was it 1992, then there's some good songs on there too, so check that out as well. Actually, this album and Guaranteed are the only 2 Level 42 albums I have, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. But this one here covers all their hits from the 80s. So enjoy the music, because you've got to get yourself pumped up, because I am going to be giving you more Level 42 in Episode 2. Professor Tidy 80s Guy says that if you flunk this assignment, you're never going to watch this series again. Well, he's not that mean, but he really does want to see some great paragraphs. So, like I said, do your best to try to win Level Best. And that's definitely not the only contest we're having, as the prizes will get much better as time goes on. So look forward to some greatly exciting surprises. This concludes the first episode. Thank you very much to everybody who was able to come partying tonight. And we are definitely not done partying, because we're going to be partying and partying and partying all night long. all night, all night long, all night long. There's a little bit of classic Lionel Richie for you, because who doesn't know that song? And if you don't, that's why Ty the 80s Guy is here to educate you on this classic R&B artist. He's also known for his many dance and pop hits. So go look up his music, because you'll find lots of great hits. You really need to go and listen to his music. Please don't make Ty cry. And speaking of crying, I was very sad to see that so many people around the world were unable to make it to tonight's party. But I really hope that you enjoyed the episode and that you'll be able to join us next week. I must go and join the other partiers, because we'll be partying all night long, all night, all night long, all night. Okay, I'll quit butchering Lionel Richie's All Night Long, but we'll definitely be covering a lot more on Lionel Richie in the future. So listen to the music. Anyway, there's still lots of Atari 2600 games to play, Nintendo Entertainment System games to play, and Super Nintendo Entertainment System games to play. And lots and lots and lots of cartoons, sitcoms, movies, and of course lots and lots and lots and lots of 80s music to enjoy. But before any of that, I must have a lot more of that Giovanni's pizza with all the mushrooms and onions and green peppers and black olives. And I've got to have more of those big old styrofoam cups of classic cherry soda and all that shaved ice. And that pizza has got to be extra large. I'm talking big, greatly big. Wow, I'm crazy. How could I forget the extra cheese? Well, I'm finally leaving you with the ending theme song and the end credits. And I hope that you enjoy them. Have a great night or day, depending on where you're at, and be fantastically chipperific. See you next time. Bye.